Hi, this is Casey Kasem. You know, in the U.S., this is a time of year when cold weather rules. Maybe it's snowing where you live, or it's raining hard and a gusty wind has chilled you to the bone. Maybe you're in Florida and the temperature's dipped all the way down to a frosty 65. Well, if cold weather has you doing more chillin' than you'd like, remember there's a way to melt the ice. Namely with steamy ballads, sizzling rap, and blazing rock. The hottest hits in the USA. We count them down each week right here on your personal heat source. Casey's Top 40.
Casey's Top 40.
On Casey's Top 40, I'm Casey Kasem. Now, let's answer that question from a listener. Amy McDonald of Trenton, New Jersey wants to know, in the rock era, has there ever been a song title beginning with the letter Z? Well, there are more than you might think, Amy. Z is not the most popular of letters. In fact, around the year 100 BC, the Romans dropped it from their alphabet because they thought it was practically useless. It wasn't until 500 years later that the letter was brought back. If you look in a dictionary, you'll find that the section on words starting with the letter Z is pretty small compared to popular letters like B, S, and T. Still, words starting with Z have found their way into the top 40, leading off song titles that go back to the beginning of the rock era. Add them all up, and you get 5 top 40 song titles starting with Z. The first one was the 1957 hit Zip Zip by the Diamonds. Then came Zorro by the Chordettes, Zorba the Greek by Herb Alpert, and Zip Code by the Five Americans. And the biggest of the hits with a song title starting with Z is a 1962 hit produced by the legendary Phil Spector. It was his remake of a 1947 hit from an Academy Award-winning film called Song of the South, a movie based on the stories of the mythical Uncle Remus. Phil Spector rearranged that hit for his group Bobby Sox and the Blue Jeans and came up with a new version of Zippity Doo-Dah. There's your answer, Amy. In the rock era, 5 song titles that start with the letter Z have hit the top 40. As the countdown rolls on.
Casey's Top 40.